to episode 4. Yes,
Yep.
episode 4. That came out of my mouth. I was like, wait a minute, am I wrong? Of the Star-Crossed Seaway. And yeah, there were some things that occurred last week. Who would like to catch us up?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Robin's like, away.
So last week, greatest week in the history of piracy ever. We, the crew of the Sea Lettuce, the Flying Flynn Pirates, we had our meeting of captains. We met 7 other captains.
A lot.
6 other captains. There were some other captains.
We already, but yeah.
We were holding a vote about whether or not everyone was going to join forces under, me and take down the fiduciary order. Renegade Thorn, the worst pirate you've ever met, and not in a, oh, but you've heard of me kind of way, but in a, I really wish I hadn't kind of way. We beat him up because he challenged us, and we just wiped the floor with him. Just whooped him across this duel, and we learned his name was Gilbert.
Yeah, his real name is Gilbert.
Yeah,
not
Gilbert,
Renegade,
not Renegade. And we got the alliance of Butcher Ramsey, Viva, of course, Captain Sophia, who was on the fence about joining the alliance. Sarcastically, maybe. Either way, we did that. We also started it, I believe, with Valar having a moment with their separated wife, not ex-wife.
Hey,
they went on a date. They went on a date. They signed papers of separation, and they're working on it. And Elizabeth was a great wing woman throughout the whole thing. Of course. No,
you were not.
You tried. And Lewin did just the coolest thing at the start of the fight, made them kneel. It was great. We got everyone's help. Elizabeth secretly, in private, proposed to Sophia.
No one else knows that's happened.
At the end of the episode. And it was great. It was awesome. Great week. Elizabeth is the Pirate King now. We're going to take down the fiduciary order. We don't lose. Nothing could ever possibly go wrong. Yeah, that was it. That was last week.
Yeah, nothing could ever go wrong.
It hasn't so far. 1.5 seasons into it. We've only won. And
unless it's crabs.
Oh, we also leveled up.
You did. You are now level 6. Which is going to turn on my light so I look less undead. A little better. It's dark in my room. I look unhealthy. Yes. What are you
Y'all making my head hurt. Too much math.
6.
Okay. No.
Level 6. Level 6. Level 6.
This is the proper way.
Oh, that's what y'all are mad about.
It's absolutely this.
Stop it! That's not how you count on
This is
fingers.
the best
1,
way.
That's how you
2, 3.
1, 2.
No, just like this.
5, 6.
4.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4,
No,
5, 6.
It's 1, 2, 3.
We're gonna do great.
4, 5.
Whoa, wait, hold on. We don't have time to unpack all of that. What you just did.
4, 5.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. We're bringing it back. I believe when we left off with the proposal, which surprised everyone, including the narrator. So I believe we pick back up the next morning, which dawns sparklingly clear after the storm the night before. And you now have a choice about whether you go for VH or if you go for the money.
Totally forgot last week we figured out where Victor Humbert was and also
did.
where the 14,000 gold pieces were.
You know the route that it's taking. You're not totally clear on like where on the route it is.
Yeah, but we
And
can
with
figure it
that storm, well, could have been blown off course a little. But you know roughly where it is. It's a big ocean out there, but you've got bearings.
So I imagine after all that last night, there was some revelry.
Yes.
Elizabeth and Sophia, because they agreed not to tell anybody yet.
Yeah, but I think when you see Sophia in the morning, she just looks a lot more relaxed than you've ever seen her.
That could mean a lot of things, though. Well, we got a long rest, I assume, right? Because I think that fight was it didn't go well for some of us.
For you.
I mean, it went very well for me. I just also happened to take some damage. Yeah, I just need those hit points back. Anyway, I think Elizabeth gathers the crew, like her crew, together the next morning, bright and early, as always, gives them all the great news, and then also goes like full, I'm the captain, let's figure out how much ammunition we have, what's the state of our ship, what do we need to do to prepare for this, and then probably would spend most of her individual time meeting with the other captains and beginning the planning. And maybe
good news.
Hmm?
Good news. The news?
No mention of it.
Okay.
No mention of it. Elizabeth is saving that for the right time, and when we're about to go to war and destroy the fiduciary order, it doesn't feel like the right time for her. This feels like Elizabeth's focus is on achieving her lifelong dream. I did roll better for hit points this time, by the way.
Yes, that's true.
After Sarah let me re-roll the 1.
You've rolled so many ones. I had mercy. See, sometimes I'm a nice DM and I have mercy, and I say that you shouldn't have. What did you have? Like 30 hit points or something ridiculous?
I had 36, I think.
Yeah.
Last time, but I have 47 hit points now, which is still not a lot, but don't worry, we're working on it.
It's better.
Better than me. I have 35.
I got 35.
Oh my goodness!
35 buddies.
High five.
Am I the tank? Oh God, I really should.
I think I'm supposed to be, but I just have not rolled well on my hit points through 2 seasons.
I have 57 hit points. We're doing well here, guys. And that's because I got lucky with the 10. I got lucky with the 10 on my D2.
And I think Elizabeth is really like, this is my entire lifelong quest. This is the culmination of everything I've worked for the last 15 years since I started sailing. So she's very much focused on that right now. She's got other thoughts in her head too about, but that's very much secondary to her. She and Sophia will figure that out later. But, and then since I managed all this, I wanted to know if I could get my inspiration feat.
Oh, yeah.
My studied deliberation. Well, my source of inspiration, because I draw inspiration from taking charge, directing what needs to be done. Whenever I lead by example or convince a group of NPCs to act against their own interests in order to complete a difficult task.
It could not be more
Yeah.
aligned with your inspiration. I'm completely convinced.
And I'm gonna hold on to that because I get to determine the outcome of a thing based on like the augury spell or whatever with my inspiration feature when it comes to when we determine if we're gonna attack the Kraken's Revenge with the money, or if we're gonna get Umber, or if we're just attacking like a port. Once that decision's made, wherever our ship is going, probably to the money, I'm going to use that. But until then, Elizabeth is putting all her time and focus into this and letting Valar and Lewin and Applestock kind of do their own thing and prepare in their own ways.
Yes, this is true. What are you preparing?
Who want to go first?
I'll go first. So Lewin wakes up the next morning with just a splitting headache. Just massive. And he puts on like some big old robes and he comes out, and I'm guessing he's gonna find Elizabeth first, and basically like ask for a requisitions order, like see what she needs and wants prepared for the ship, and offer to like go out and deal with the actual like purchasing of it while she prepares the other captains.
More than 5 cannonballs this time. I swear we need it. We just need to just be fully stocked on powder and cannonballs. Bare minimum. I think we can manage with the ballista and the cannonballs, and I think we'll be okay. But we just need to have them.
What is your budget for cannonballs?
So we haven't made any money in a while.
You have kind of spent your fortunes getting your ship actually functional because it was lacking before.
You know what? This would actually be a great time to discuss if we're going to hit the Kraken's Revenge before the attack. I mean, all these other captains, they have to gather, they have to prepare. But if we do our thing and just board the ship, the Kraken's Revenge, and take their money, then we can probably fund this whole venture for everybody, but primarily for us.
That's along my line of thinking, Captain. And also, if that ship reaches port, that money will become substantially harder to come across.
You're absolutely right. Lewin, I'm gonna put you in charge of making sure everybody is ready to commit a heist at sea of the Kraken's Revenge. I'm gonna keep dealing with this.
Pleasure and an honor, Captain.
Get us ready.
All right. I will get the ship ready as I can.
Lewin's the ship's oh, hold on, actually. Lewin. Consider this your official appointment as the ship's quartermaster.
Oh. I don't know what to say. So exactly who do you want quartered?
No. So this is your.
I have a lot of experience as far as
hold on.
goes.
This is your family's history seeping in. On this plane, quartermaster does not mean that. Quartermaster is someone who takes stock of inventory, supplies, etc. That sort of thing. They manage. They do what you were literally asking me what I needed you to do. That sort of thing. It's just the official title.
Oh, I understand now. Yes. Okay. Well, I will take care of that. And if you do need anyone quartered,
you'll be the first one I call. First one I call, Lewin.
All right. Well, I will be off to find. I don't know. I will ask Valor and Trilly if either of them would like to attend with me to the market for cannonballs and such. But
Great. Definitely bring Trilly. Just listen. Just if we gotta do it the way that I've specifically told them not to, it's fine. We really need cannonballs.
I will ensure that we have.
Give Trilly my permission. Just this once. And Lewin, I swear, if this goes poorly, I'm going to be very upset.
Captain, if this goes poorly, I fully intend to never let you hear of it.
Great. All right. Good luck.
And then I will go looking for Valor and Applestock.
That was it. Such a comeback. Oh my god, that was incredible. How about our Applestock? What's Applestock up to this morning?
Oh, Applestock wakes up and I can imagine, like, because of the seafaring ways, they have a journal where they kind of mark, like, what day it is, like, things like that, just to keep track of time. And notice a very particular day has arrived, and they have a little bit of extra pep in their step. And I think that they just kind of run downstairs looking for everybody else, like, hey, y'all, what's going on? What kind of plans are we up to today?
And how's Valor doing after a very eventful day?
This would be the morning or the night?
This would be the morning after.
The morning. Valar would be essentially praying to his goddess by cleaning. So he is 100% cleaning very harshly, but something very different. He's working out.
It's working out.
Mm-hmm. He is 100% working out, and he has a lot more muscle than you assume he did.
Valar's trying to impress somebody.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Valar is working out. He doesn't have any of his things on, so his face and everything is showing. He is full on sweaty, all the scars and tattoos showing everything. And it's also his hair is very, very long. It's down to his butt now. And then he does not notice if Trilly comes in.
Okay, I get Trilly walks in,
Yeah,
not even paying attention. Hey, Valor, how you doing today?
And only because I think it's funny. He like lands on his chest and he gets up. He's like, you could, announce your presence before just pumping up.
I apologize. And Trilly's going to exit the room and then come back in at the door. Applestock, a.k.a. Trilly, is now about to enter the room.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And then Applestock enters the room.
Well, what is it you need? And he will act like he wasn't working out and like slowly reach for his shirt.
Applestock, just like not even looking, picks up the shirt, tosses it. Valor's like, oh, nothing. Just wondering if you have anything to say to me today. And, we got some plans. I know, we have a lot of plans to do, but, have anything to say to me today?
Yes.
And that's probably that conversation is what Lewin hears as he is approaching, looking for the others.
I fully plan on going to see if we can get our crew upgraded. Weapons and stuff. Especially me. I think it's about time I stop punching things. Granted, I really like punching things. But if we're going to be doing this, especially being in second command, I need to make sure that I'm a little on par with our captain and start carrying a giant weapon.
Yeah, no, I could go for some like new like arrows and some special stuff. But
You are
like,
not going to go steal.
I
No.
think so. Hearing that, Lewin having probably had a very similar conversation with Valor as Trilly just had, will like from in the hallway behind Trilly go, knock knock. Lewin Aubrey Morgan Baphomet announcing himself for entry into Valor's room.
You can come in.
Applestock bows deeply.
Oh, we're doing that, and I will bow as deeply and low as Applestock is tall.
You should make a dexterity check for that.
Oh God, I would like to imagine Honeycomb seeing everyone bowing and just do a little curtsy.
That's a 6.
Now you kind of almost overbalance.
I'm sorry. I'm really not feeling myself this morning. Speaking of Applestock, good news for you. You have permission to steal things today.
Wait. Who gave me permission to steal?
So, I good news for me. I have been made quartermaster of the ship now from Captain Elizabeth. So I am in charge of getting these new equipment and things that Valor was just talking about. I was actually coming to look to see if you'd like to help and come with me on this. I think the trip would be more fun with friends.
Oh, my stars. Wait, you're saying Captain Flynn is letting me steal today? Like a today thing?
Well, okay. To be specific, she said we need cannonballs, and she does not care how we get them.
So Captain Flynn did remember. All right, that's wonderful. Yeah, let's go to market and take some stuff.
I don't know of everything else. I think so. I think she would like us to try to get them on this credit that I have heard about. But if that fails, then you can steal them. Yes, is my understanding of the situation.
So if you're the quartermaster, Captain, and you got what?
What?
No shirt, no nothing.
Don't get it wrong. There's no quartering of anybody.
And then he will stop and turn. What do you mean? Anyway.
What about halving?
I think you're all having a good time. Am I right? Sorry.
He is running to the captain's quarters.
I think Elizabeth has like a clipboard and is not in her quarters. Like the door is locked as per usual. And she's just like on the main deck because she's working.
And then he'll go to and then he'll stop and he goes, oh, you're working.
Fella, we're going to achieve my live stream. Of course I'm working. What is it?
You haven't worked since I got on the ship.
I've been working constantly. I am the captain of the ship. Do not. Don't do this.
I will give you this. But he's the quartermaster. Then what am I? I thought I was second in command still.
You're the first mate.
Oh, shit. I mean, crap. Why is it always me? God.
I love that Took is the one who's using all of our regulated swear words for the season.
Let's be clear.
So sorry. Okay.
Valor, you're like the bosun / first mate.
But I am also the doctor, and I was also the quartermaster.
Okay, but like we need to find an actual doctor. Remember, like we have Millie, who's like apothecary in training.
Oh yeah, you have a point. So
Yeah,
first
so
mate.
you're my first mate. You're second in command. That means you like a quartermaster, bosun, all this. You're here. I'm here. You're here. The other positions on the ship are here.
Okay,
Is that makes sense to you, right? Like
that does.
you don't have the title of quartermaster because you have a more important title. I mean, I don't want them all, any of them to feel more important, but I need you focused on being my second in command and following my direct orders while I can let Lewin focus on keeping us stocked
Oh,
and
okay.
such. And
Which,
yeah,
yeah. By the way, I'm very proud of you.
why?
You're doing an amazing job.
I'm the pirate king now. I kind of have
Okay,
to.
you need to chill on that.
No.
Just a little bit. I will admit that. I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
I need to be able to enjoy this for a couple of days.
Okay, yeah, I will give you that. Pirate King, you are amazing. Good job.
You don't have to call me the pirate king. I can just call.
I don't
Listen,
know how
I'm
this
not going to be
works.
upset about it. It's fine.
Behind you, sighs quietly.
Who?
Really?
Oh,
I imagine she's like carrying your clipboard while.
But okay.
is there anything else, Valar?
I think that
Do you have any other concerns, questions?
do you have a suggestion? Because I am going to go with Lewin in Applestock. And I'm going to help.
So let me be perfectly clear. I would prefer for them to not use underhanded tactics first. Like if it's the only way to do it, I can tell from the tone of your voice that they've already talked about it and my words have probably been miscommunicated. I want to be perfectly clear that if we can afford it with coin, I'd enjoy that. And if not, Applestock has my full permission to take cannonballs and other necessary weaponry for the ship, and only for the ship.
Okay.
If you can leave like an IOU, that would be fine.
Okay.
Don't leave my name,
Okay.
just in case people are unhappy with the IOU. Forget the IOU. Just make sure they don't get caught.
Nonetheless, what weapon do you think would suit me? Preferably something as big as yours. But I don't really like axes. So anything other than that.
So what does it have to be as big as mine? Is there like a reason for that? Or is that just like
I tried using a hand axe and a shield, and I felt like I couldn't help. So I don't want a shield no more.
I have the perfect weapon for you.
Yes.
You like to hit things like with your metal hands, like that's a blunt object, right? Like it's like a punch.
Well,
Like
the
a
way
punch
I would discipline my underlings would be with a hard smack to the forehead. So I just been kind of doing that, but with more force and power.
Okay, so a warhammer, like one of these big
hammer.
two-handed warhammers. Yes, absolutely. They're incredible weapons. I think
Hammer.
warhammers are incredible. They have the blunt side, and then some of them have like the hooked, curved edge, so you can swing once, hit them with the blunt side, and then swing back and like pierce them. They're great skull crushing weapons.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it kind of will work similar to how your fist works when you punch. So it's kind of the same thing, but it's a big weapon, so you kind of still get that feel that you're looking for.
Now that I think about it, other than actually accidentally killing someone, have I actually killed someone? I just thought about that.
I think Applestock, Lewin, and the captain have done most of the killing.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't think so.
You've knocked people into the ocean so that they can fall to their drowning death potentially.
They didn't die though.
You did kill one person,
Okay.
I think you've killed at. You've had to have finished off at least one person.
I feel like I have. Anyway,
Have to.
that was a second thought. Anywho, he'll just go, Warhammer. I will try this Warhammer. And I will keep the shield on me, but kind of on my back, like a turtle shell.
Right. Sure.
I think that is how it works, right?
It is not, but
Oh,
I'm,
okay.
we're
I don't look here. I'm trying new things, and I'm going to go with Lewin and Applestock and make sure that they don't. We're going to steal. I feel like it should just be said.
listen.
We are broke. We don't have any money. I don't have any at all. I had to borrow 10 gold. It was
real quick. Was Trilly like kind of going around on the ship this morning, like being like, "Oh, today's a special day," or is there just something like strange? Like, would Elizabeth have seen Trilly looking weirdly peppy, and like for Applestock, it's like weirdly peppy?
I don't know if you've seen Applestock yet. I can imagine that Trilly is still hanging out with Lewin right now
Great.
while this
Okay.
conversation's happening.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
So Elizabeth has no idea what day it is for Applestock, and that's fine. Okay, so Valor, if that's all, just keep them out of trouble. First mate.
Mate.
If it goes wrong, I will hold you personally responsible. Anyway, Elizabeth turns and just kind of does that thing where she just, until Valar leaves, keeps her back turned. Just keeps like, oh nope, I gotta look over there now. Oh, there now. Millie, where's my clipboard?
Did she definitely just dump her responsibility on me?
Well, I dumped it on Lewin, and now I'm like, okay, but if this goes really bad,
it's my fault.
You, since you came up here and you wanted the responsibility of a position. Elizabeth is like, here's the responsibility. If
I
it
asked
goes
for this.
bad,
Good to know. Okay,
it's your fault.
Vala will go down, and then go. Well, let's go steal something. And he will go grab his. Well, if armor is loud, right?
Loud, yeah. It depends on the type, but the heavier stuff will give you a penalty to your stealth, yes.
Okay. He won't. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. He won't do his armor for this because he wants to be more sneaky. So that means my AC will be 14. But
I say like 11 or something.
11? Oh, a little bit shorter than that. I thought this is. So AC is calculated 10 plus your dex, right? Yeah. It is 11 for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. What armor do you have? Because a lot of heavy armor does have a cloth armor underneath it, has padding, and that gives you a little something.
I do have like plate armor, so I would have padding.
So you have cloth armor that you wear underneath your plate that you can like sort of padding because otherwise it would pinch, and you can put that on to give you an AC of 12.
12, that's fine. Yeah, 12 is okay. So he'll put that on. He's like, okay. So, before we leave, you two, I have learned something that should be very helpful. At level 6, I get Sacred Aura. So, that's dope. So I will do Aura of Resistance, and everyone, like me and my allies within the range of my aura, which is 30 feet, we get everyone gains a bonus on saving throws equal to my charisma modifier.
Nice.
So
Nice.
everyone will get +3 to their saves.
Nice.
Nice.
And he just kind of, in the name of cleaning, and just do a symbol of his god on his chest, and then a weird little boom. All right. Now, are we sure that we can get away with certain things if convincing IOUs doesn't work?
Well, I think the general plan should be, because Lewin and I have done this before, where Lewin will kind of like talk and distract a bit, and I will do the sneaking in the background. So if y'all want to be on distraction duty while I do my stuff, like trying to bargain, grab the shopkeeper's attention, we can do it like that.
So, me and Lewin will hustle while you bustle.
Yep,
Okay.
sounds about right.
Applestock, no offense, but you're rather small in stature. Cannonballs are fairly heavy. Are you going to need any assistance in taking them, or?
Well, we could attempt to, before we start the thievery, we could attempt to essentially, indeed, make an IOU, convince a cannonball person, or I don't know, someone who provides provisions, right, to essentially make a deal with us that they will provide us, and then later we will pay. And also, because you're now quartermaster, Lewin, and he'll go over and he will get 30 books of like manifests and everything that is on the ship, and he will just go,
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, well, I see the ship has been in fairly good hands so far. I will read these, and I will look for one of the pirates on the deck.
Oh,
and
here's a translation for the Elvish. He goes over and grab another book and just put
I
it
don't
on.
think I need that. I think I can read any writing.
Oh,
Oh,
that is cool.
Yeah, I have Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Yeah.
Oh.
Valar is not aware of this though.
Applestock does lift. Also.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Applestock.
I actually can carry, I don't know, like about 2 extra bulky items. So during my time with Fun, I used to do a lot of heavy lifting, so that's kind of carried over my general lifestyle.
In my head, Applestock having to run away from danger, carrying me and Lewin on their shoulder.
I think that's like 3 bulky items.
Well, without my armor, actually.
Well, without your armor, maybe.
I may weigh less than Lewin, just a tiny bit, which is why he was working out. How much do
Applestock
Lewin
is
weigh? Now that I think about it.
applejacked.
Applejacked. My God.
Thank you, Steampunk Yet.
How much do Lewin weigh?
Lewin is 200.
Oh yeah, I'm like a good 180.
Would they be considered 2 extra bulky items?
I think they would be considered people.
Okay, yeah, they're
Darn it.
people. Dang it.
Conscious, they are a bulky item. As long as they are conscious, it's a grapple, and you can choose to fail to carry them that way. But wiggly, not necessarily like going in the same direction that you are. And
Lewin, do I have your consent to grapple you?
Certainly.
All right, I'm gonna grapple Lewin and see if I can pick him up.
I
Like Dirty Dancing style.
It's like the Titanic, just Applestock is. It's the Lion King and Applestock and Lewin is Simba.
I have to like get up on a table in order.
I guess you can. Like I think
Loot Runner, is Lewin considered a bulky item?
I mean, Lewin is considered I mean, it's mostly just can Amplestock lift 200 pounds above their head, and
100%.
Yeah, probably because Loot Runner. So
How
yeah,
tall is Applestock?
you find yourself Dirty Dancing carried about 3 feet above the ground.
I think Applestock is like 3 feet tall, 3.5 feet tall.
And
This
can
is
I
so weird. It's like I'm flying, but I'm actually lower than I normally am.
have an acrobatics check for me, please? Because it's not. If you're Dirty Dancing styling it, that's some core strength.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So just how long do you exactly?
Let's see. I can at least like pick them up, but
Nice.
ooh, that is a 17.
Okay, Lewin.
I'm sorry, I need an athletics. For me-
Acrobatics. This is a 2.
acrobatics. I'm sorry, I thought that was just for Applestock because they were lifting me. All right. That's not gonna do. That's a natural 20.
Kurt has not.
It teetered between that 8 and then it rocked back onto the natural 20.
You've not celebrated like that for a natural 20 for 2 seasons, and Applestock lifting you like it's Dirty Dancing is what gets it.
I love that.
This is what Level Up 5E is all about.
Play TTRPGs with your friends.
I'm just carrying Lewin around.
Yeah, you've never felt so graceful.
You're just like floating 3.5 feet off the ground.
I'm flying, Valor. I'm flying.
I want to believe that this is how you go down the gangplank.
Yeah.
Wait, do I see the ocean with my ring for the first time?
Oh yes, you come up and you know how deep this ocean. You are aware of the ocean's floor, and oh my god, the ocean is so big. Like, you know intellectually the ocean is big, but now you know how big the ocean is, and oh my god, there could be anything down there.
I get carrying Lewin Dirty Dancing style. Applestock has an existential crisis. Y'all, the ocean is a terrifying place that we need to respect.
Oh. Okay.
I'm not having the time of my life right now.
Maybe we put Lewin down.
This is actually kind of helping me a little bit.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, you can hold me as long as it helps. But
if I knew that was gonna happen, I would have took the other aura, which keep you from being afraid.
Everyone, make sure to have your emotional support, Lewin, on hand at all times.
Emotional support.
But only emotionally supportive if you're carrying him Dirty Dancing style.
I will. While we're walking to where we're going,
Yeah, the market's not far. You're attracting some stares.
He will just kind of take honeycomb and just stick it in Applestock's pocket. 4 cuddles later, maybe she will make you feel better about the ocean.
I'm very good at making people feel grounded.
Oh my god, I can't with you right now, Sarah.
You get a cute pun and a cute.
Yes. Do we want to go to get cannonballs first, or maybe an equipment? I'm looking for something called a war hammer.
Yeah, I think we could hit a few places.
Okay.
I'm also looking for a few items for myself, but maybe let's find our own individual things first, and then, because if we have to get out of there with the cannonballs, we don't want to have to come back to the market for all of the other things that we need.
Should we, yes. I would like before, but maybe Applestock, when we do get to the cannonball people, you should not be seen. I will make sure to try and turn on the charm. Oh yeah, he's not wearing none of the bandages or anything. So I will attempt to be what's the word? Convincing?
As long as you're distracting, like that'll be perfectly fine.
Okay, I don't do this. Lou and I might need lessons. I don't.
I will be with that. I will be with you every step of the way about it. If things start to go sideways, I've talked myself out of 1 or 2 situations in the past before. So
I'm not much of a liar. So maybe I could.
Oh well, there's your problem. You should work on lying. It's much easier when you do.
Working online. I will try this line. Okay.
Yeah, lie to us now. Why don't you practice? Give us
No.
Good
2
idea.
truths and 1 lie.
2 truths and 1 lie. Okay. I am much older than I seem. I like blueberries. And I once beat up someone because they decided they were going to take my deodorizer.
I think it's the blueberries one.
I think so as well, but I would like to roll an insight check.
I love how y'all just believe that I beat someone up over a deodorizer.
Get really intense about your cleaning products.
When your goddess is literally the god of cleaning,
And your specialty in combat has, up to this point, been arcane muscles. And
That is true. Yeah. Okay.
Assuming that was charisma based, I got a 21.
I would say it was be charisma based.
He was lying. He did 2 lies.
Oh,
The deodorizer was the truth, but the other 2 were lies.
I'm gonna say, Fallow's being tricky with us, Applestalk. He told 2 lies, not 1.
wow.
Mm.
There you go. You see, if you mix in enough believable
Good.
lies
Good.
or mix in some of the truth, that makes you a little bit of a better liar.
Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. And also, the next time that Cook touches my deodorizer, he might have a little bit of a different opinion.
go ahead and
Okay.
give yourself an expertise die to any lies you make during this little market shopping thing.
Oh,
Let me set that D4 aside. Thank you.
It won't necessarily be like an ongoing thing. Like you have to work really hard to get proficiency in deception, but you just got hyped up by your squad before going to do something. You know, that feels appropriate.
Okay, I think we got this.
yeah, we do. But speaking of lies, I'm going to let you 2 go off and get your individual things. While I go off on my separate thing to get my individual things. Just, not suspecting anything.
Okay.
Wink. Wink.
I'm very concerned about the way you framed that whole sentence.
Now, Applestalk, at least try to first convince. Can you at least promise me that?
I promise to at least try to convince
You know
them
what?
before stealing.
We didn't have this conversation.
All right, we didn't have this conversation.
Because that was not a truth. Right.
Now, when have I ever lied to y'all?
Really. That was more of took.
How many times a session is Applestock going to say, when have I ever lied to you? And then all of us just be like, literally since the moment we met.
I don't know. Truly.
Really, more like Trilly.
Well, okay.
DM.
Yes.
Millie is helping out Elizabeth on the ship, right?
Yes.
So would Millie make it known to Elizabeth that today is a special day for Applestock? If it's a birthday of sorts?
Ooh.
Or would that just not seem relevant enough for Millie to mention just even casually in passing?
I think she might assume you know.
Great, that's awful. Would Millie be like planning anything for Trilly's birthday?
Ask you for a little bit of extra time off. Wait, is this a confirmed yes, but no one else knows thing? Or is this Applestock messing with people?
It is actually Applestock's birthday. The great thing about TTRPGs is one day you can just wake up and go, this session is going to be my character's birthday.
And you can torment everyone around you.
And
with...
you know what? This is the second time I've done it.
Then yes, Millie has asked for a little time off this evening.
Why? Why? We're busy. This is why.
Well, I want to do something special for my sibling.
I mean, Trilly's gonna be pretty busy also.
Well, yeah, exactly.
But
That's why I want to do something nice, you know.
yeah, I guess.
Didn't you have anything planned?
For what?
For, you know. Their
Okay.
birthday.
What? What did you just say to me?
Say that like you didn't think they'd ever been born, because that was pretty much the, you know.
I don't.
Someday.
Let me be perfectly clear. I've never celebrated anybody's birthday on this ship, Millie. I don't know any of their birthdays. People come and go. I mean, this crew has been pretty solid and stable for a while, but I mean, no one's ever mentioned it was their birthday. Hey, everybody. Have any of you had a birthday recently that I forgot about?
Like half the crew raises their hands. Cled's like, well, what counts as recently? And I'm just like, I was last week.
So, Millie, I think you can see that this is a crew that doesn't celebrate those things. But you know what?
In the kitchen, actually. It was really fun.
Okay, so my crew celebrates things without me. Without inviting me or informing me that it's important to them. So that's something I'm dealing with now in this moment.
We all had a party and you didn't get invited. Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I absolutely imagine that like the non-officer crew will like have like things that they're doing like their own thing.
So Valar, Lewin, Trilly, and myself were not invited to any of these parties.
Oh, we invited Applestock.
Okay. I want everybody to understand something. You can do that. You could do that. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care if you celebrate your birthdays. It's fine. If you want me to know about them, obviously none of you have ever had a problem with me not knowing it. You've never brought it up to me.
It would have been nice if you'd asked, Glenn says, and then immediately just like withers when you look at him.
No one asked you, Cled. So, does anybody have anything planned for Trilly's birthday?
I was gonna make we Lenti gestures at Millie. We're going to make a cake. Coconut.
Okay, so what I want everybody to do is to go to Applestock's room and set as many traps as possible. And someone, Cled, I want you to hang a banner that says "Happy Birthday, Applestock" on it. And I want you all to your best pranks, best possible pranks. And great, Millie, you can have whatever time off tonight you want. I guess it's whatever.
I'm glad we can have this conversation. She hands the clipboard to you.
No, not right now.
Oh, okay.
We're busy right now. You said you wanted tonight off. You can have tonight off once my first mate is back on the boat.
So not setting up pranks yet.
Not you yet. Lewin and Valar will occupy Trilly afterwards. I'll have a heart-to-heart chat with Applestock when they get back with my cannonballs. I'm sure I'm going to need. I'm sure I'm going to need to reprimand them for getting into too much trouble. Anyway, so it's fine. It's fine.
No
The
faith.
fact that Trilly's room is also the crow's nest
Yes,
makes this 1,000 times better.
I have, yeah. But you have no idea about any of this because, okay, so baseline prices are about 25% higher here than in the civilized lands because of, cost money, with the exception of if something is in some way sketchy, it might be cheaper, but it also might be sketchy. But if you're looking for just a bog standard Warhammer or like a grappling hook or a net or whatever, that's going to be likely 25% higher than the prices in the Adventurer's Guide, which I am now I'm relying on because A5E Tools is down and it's tragic. So, but what are you purchasing? Look what's a Warhammer, which you can absolutely find here. What is Lewin getting?
So ideally, so there's two things I'm looking for. One, some form of perhaps magical protection, although I doubt that I could afford it. But something to bulk me up a little bit. The second thing I'm looking for, I got a new spell when I leveled up. And that spell has a rare spell underneath of it. So I would like to begin looking for information or anything I can find that would perhaps unlock the rare portion of the fear spell.
Ooh. I want to know if you've got it at hand, what is the rare?
Yes.
Fear spell?
So fear normally is a 30-foot cone that if they fail their save, you make them afraid. With the rare version, it is all creatures within 30 feet of you. And when you first cast the spell and at the start of each of your turns, you gain temporary hit points equal to the number of frightened creatures you can see within 30 feet.
Ooh. Arana's Feast of Fear. That's such a snazzy name. Okay. In terms of protective things, I reckon that there is a place that sells. It's a little shady. Let's put it this way. There's a little shack down on the beach where, well, it's a woman with a lot of shells braided into her hair. But she does weave these beautiful cloaks out of cormorant feathers and enchant them to be cloaks of protection. But they are 500 times 25, 625 gold apiece.
Gotcha. I don't suppose she would take an IOU. She doesn't seem like the person that would take an IOU.
Take an IOU.
Okay.
Just ask her to join the crew.
Can I? That's a good idea. Can I ask her if perhaps she is looking for full-time employment?
I have full-time employment. I make cormorant feather cloaks.
Right. Could we? I don't suppose you know of Baphomet, do you?
What's he to me?
Well, it's more what he is to me, really. You see, he's my father, so giving me one of these cloaks would go a great way towards earning his favor.
Okay. Still not gonna do it though.
Well, you drive a hard bargain, and Baphomet will remember this.
Isn't he like evil? Wouldn't he respect that?
Not for denying his bloodline,
His baby boy.
in a time of we're fighting.
Oh, so you're a spoiled rich kid. No.
We are freedom
Take no
fighters.
prisoners.
This works much better for the captain. Damn it! And I'm just gonna storm off down the beach.
Oh, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
So funny.
What's everyone's passive perception?
No.
What's everyone about passive perception? Nope. 10.
16.
16. Okay.
Do you need mine?
You're still on the ship, right? Yeah. Yeah, she drives a hard bargain. Valar, you do find a little, there's a smith shop, which is actually incidentally at the same place that they cast cannonballs.
Okay.
They've got a big old forge to the back where they're doing cast iron work. And then looks to be a lower temperature but more controlled forge where they're actually hammering out weaponry.
Okay. I was traveling around before I met up with Elizabeth. Would I have met him at least once or twice before?
You know of, the blacksmith. Everyone calls him Pete.
Pete.
Yeah,
Pete.
shocked if it's. He always says it like, yes, my name's Pete.
So I'm
But
assuming
it's
that.
you don't ask questions.
Sorry, my cat started attacking my arm. Because my hands smell like treats. Anyway, so what is wrong with you? Stop. Go over there. Go be a cat. Anyway.
I think it is being a cat. Too.
Yeah, okay, you got a point. He's very food motivated, just like me, apparently. Certain traits. Valar, I'm assuming Valar was wearing bandages the last time he met with Pete.
Yes.
So he looks nothing like he usually does, but he will go, "Hello, good day."
Hey.
I'm sorry, sir. That broke me.
Hey.
Well,
Said
I don't know if you remember me, but I'm Vala.
Oh.
Nice to see you again.
Bandages, yeah.
Yes, I don't. I thought I'd try something new today, but nonetheless, I have a proposition for you.
Yeah.
So, as you know, I am on a pirate crew. Yes.
He kind of looks around at like everyone. Yeah.
Oh no, like I'm the first mate of the sea lettuce, and we're going to be doing something of what you call a big incursion. And if you are willing to make a deal with me, meaning that you will have my word and my honor, we were looking forward to procuring your help in getting certain items and upkeep of weapons and such. Would this be something that you would like to do?
Pirate King. Special armor.
Yeah. You could be the one to procure us with that. Make a deal. Once we make enough money, you get a good portion.
That gets his attention. Make a persuasion check.
With the expertise that you gave me. Sorry. Okay.
Loud here.
So
Oh,
apparently
no.
this goes better for everyone except for Lewin.
Oh, buddy. Let's see here.
No expertise die unless you're lying, because you're specifically hyped up about telling falsehoods.
Oh, really? Oh, so never mind. I told you he's not good at this. Well, would I get expertise because a fellow traveler? Because I knew him while I was traveling?
Oh, what does that feature do?
Fellow traveler, let me find it. Fellow traveler. There's so much stuff here. It's here somewhere. It's because of my background. Fellow traveler. I can't find it. It's okay.
Let me see.
Gotta have that Google Doc.
Yeah, I forgot. I put everything on there except that.
What's your background again? It's like Lone Wander.
I am and my background is exile. Sorry.
Excellent.
Oh, I got it.
To it. Yes, you do gain an expertise die in persuasion checks against others who are away from their land of birth, and he is.
Boom. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, no one was bored.
Oh, that'd be good. And it's 18. I wrote a 4 on the expertise die.
Hey. He looks at you and goes, "What kind of cut we talking about?"
So, depending on how much that you decide to give us, we will give you the proper portion of that. Meaning, you will be guaranteed your money. And if there is an issue, the responsibility will lay on me. So, if there is any kind of problem, you will get a special favor from me. I promise you, my word is my honor.
Kind of special favor.
And then he will get very close to him.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
Not in that way, but like kind of intimidatingly, like standing over him. He's like, I'm like 6'9". He's like standing over him a bit. I'm assuming, hopefully. I don't know how big this guy is.
Mostly sideways.
Yeah, he goes, if anyone happens to mess with you, happens to decide that they don't want to pay, and if I can't pay up at the time, you have my word. I will get your pay.
In the name of the Pirate King.
In the name of the Pirate King.
But I'll give it whatever you need, 50% up front. Other 50% when you get your hoard. And I'm only doing this because it's for shrugs. Armor of the Pirate King. Sounds nice, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. So, we are going to need a little bit of something up front for the simple fact that we have to go and do a special mission.
Give it to you half off. Rest when you get the coin.
Oh. That sounds like a win to me. But
Hey.
maybe you give me a warhammer and we're cool.
You want a free Warhammer.
Yes.
My warhammers are only 20 gold. Why is he
Well,
got like neck?
I happen to be, usually, and this is where he's gonna start lying. I am very wealthy, but because I've having to supply the our incursion, I have come into a little bit of nothing.
I'm a prince from a faraway land, and in
Yeah,
order
make
to get my
check.
fortune back,
Deception.
I require a small deposit from you of 20 gold.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever rolled well on. Why don't you roll well in combat? Sorry.
He rolled 2 for his insight, so your odds are real high.
I can't believe Valor's running an email scam.
Game.
Yes. 15, 16, 17, 18. I got 3 on the D4.
I understand. Must be expensive supplying such an interesting mission.
Yes, definitely.
And he, God, you clobbered him on the roll. So what he is going to do is he's going to pass by all of the normal warhammers, and he's going to take one down from the back. And it is not magical, but has the potential to become magical because it is a fine warhammer.
Ooh. This is nice. I will tell everyone where I got this from the Pirate King's armorer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is Peach your actual name? Don't you want like a different title?
No.
Okay.
Pete's-
And Valar will take it, bow to him. You have a deal, and shake his hand.
Oh, he is really strong.
Valar just kind of hold his shoulder a bit. All right. So we will be back to get our equipment and all our stuff, and then we go on this excursion. We come back, you get your money. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
What is
And-
Applestock shopping for?
You know, shopping is such an interesting word to use here.
What is Applestock acquiring here?
We're gonna acquire some more arrows, but specifically some more special arrows.
And I'm
Perhaps-
assuming you are not acquiring these by traditional means.
No.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Somewhere Elizabeth is disappointed and
Yeah. Make
surprised.
me a stealth check and then a sleight of hand check.
good, awesome, wonderful. Okay. Stealth check. Math, dexterity. Okay, great. My proficiency. Yeah, plus 9 plus. That's a 19.
Whew. Oh yeah, you tiptoe past the Fletcher's shop and out to the back shelves where they keep the things. Make a perception check for me.
Ooh, okay. Perception. What do I add to that? My windows, like my things, keep closing automatically every time I open them, and it's been very annoying this session. You said perception, right? Ooh, I have a feat that gives me an expertise die called Observer. Let me specifically look that up. Oh, I gain an expertise die on perception checks. So let me add that real quick as well. Great. And it's perceptions, wisdom?
Wisdom here for sure.
Wisdom?
Yes.
Okay, great. Good. Going back and forth between all these tabs. Okay, great. So plus 14.
14. Okay. Go ahead and make your sleight of hand check.
Ooh, that makes me nervous. All right. We'll use Deborah, my duck die. Oh, you bounced. Oh, good. Oh, good. Sleight of hand. Yeah. It's Applestock's birthday. We're getting sticky fingers. 15 plus sleight of hand. Is this pickpocketing like considered or no? Right, no. Okay,
It's not
great.
being on someone's person.
Awesome. That's still going to be a 19. No, yes, 19.
You close your hand and around another bundle of 4 flaming arrows, and then a sound like seagulls cawing erupts from the area. And you notice just a little tiny wire stretched along. They've alarmed it.
Darn.
You see the like turn her head.
I'm
We're small.
sprinting.
Yet, but
I'm gonna. Well, actually, no. I'm just gonna hide.
What is your movement speed? We'll start there.
The movement speed is going to be. Why does it keep taking me out of this thing? My movement is 30 feet.
It is 30 feet. Okay. Then yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check. You will be making that a disadvantage because there's an actual alarm going off.
That's fair and valid. That's not a great start. Oh man, I hate rolling natural 20s at disadvantage.
Oh,
that's so sad. That's so sad. It was my second one, so like I knew I was gonna go. But we're still good at stealth. We're still great at stealth. I also get expertise on there as well. That's cocked, very much so. That's also cocked. Oh, good. 4, so that's 13 plus 17 for stealth. I rolled a 9 plus expertise because I have a scout leader thing. And then my dexterity.
You dash away and you like hide behind. Oh, shockingly, it's another barrel, and you're almost certain got away. And then a hand down over the top of the barrel and grabs you by the scruff of your cloak and pulls you up. Rolled a 19 on the die.
Oh, so close.
As the Fletcher, and she does not look pleased. You. I remember you.
I would like to inquire how much these arrows here are.
A likely story.
That's fair, yeah. But how much are they?
There's 75 gold for that bundle you got in your hand there.
I pull out 80 gold.
The extra 5 to forget about this little incident.
It's also my birthday.
I love that you pulled that out. Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Takes the gold and lets you go. And your destiny is coming of age, right?
No, it's underdog.
Underdog, okay, no, not so much. So I was gonna say, if you're coming of age, I'd be like, this is a learning experience, maybe. But no,
I
if it's
mean-
underdog, you're just a rogue.
Yeah. That's
And-
fine. I'm still loaded with money.
And you reconvene in front of Pete, the official armorer of the Pirate King's shop.
Unbeknownst to the Pirate King herself.
By the way, when I have my proficiency plus strength for Warhammer for attack bonus. Yep. Okay. Math. in hand dex, proficiency plus dex.
Yeah. Because I just flipped away from that page.
Okay.
But that sounds right. I think hand axes are dex. Definitely if they're being thrown. Okay, they're not finesse, so if you're just swinging with them, they're strength. If not, they're dex.
For Warhammer?
For Warhammer, no, Warhammer's a strength. Sorry, I thought you meant hand axe.
Oh, for hand dex? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Got it. Okay. The intense clacking, bro.
But it's not noticeably quieter. So
I
if
wish I had that skill.
anytime I'm plotting something, you just hear boom, 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 boom.
So, you know how scary that would be if you would go, all right, you got the damage you take is clackety clack clackety clack clackety clack.
I have to roll it manually and I can't add it up in my head. That is bad.
Oof.
But yes, you reconvene in front of the armorer's shop to Kitty. Kitty.
I'm stopping him from chewing on things again.
To acquire things for the ship. Does anyone remember what I said cannonballs were? Because I would like to be consistent, but I also think I found a way to price them out that makes sense.
You definitely said they were free, and we could get an unlimited amount anytime we needed them, if I recall correctly.
But Robin.
Okay.
Had to try.
I don't remember. I think you said maybe off the top of my head. I think I heard 50.
I wanted to say 52,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I was making it up.
Yeah, I feel like you said 50 because we bought 5 cannonballs and at the time we had like 500, 400 some gold.
But I was also repairing the ship at the time.
Same time. Okay, that is true.
We took almost all that money, bought 5 cannonballs, and then also got our ship fixed and fully crewed.
You did.
So that we
so
could have it operate as a haven.
Is treating them as punching arrows, and then requiring also per set, because punching arrows are sold as a set of 4. For here, they're probably cheaper. Here they're probably like 80 gold. But you also have to purchase a black powder charge to power them for an additional 35 gold. So 8 plus 35 is 115 per 4.
So let's just round it down to 100.
So no.
We're gonna owe this man a lot of money.
That will get you 4 cannonballs per 115 gold. So, and he did say you have to pay half up front.
He did say that. I lied. So
It's better.
we broke. Okay. Once we meet outside, he is smiling creepily at his Warhammer. This is so nice.
We have no money for those cannonballs, by the way.
I might have some money for it. But do I want to spend it?
I also might have some money.
All right.
Why am I so broke here?
You gave me all your
the
money,
captain your money.
and then
did.
I spent it
You did.
along with my money on
Yeah.
cannonballs.
I forgot one of his flaws is that he doesn't care about wealth. I feel like I shouldn't have chose that. Anyway,
It's tough in a game where you need wealth to get anything. To then not care about it. Yeah, that's tough.
I've been doing well.
It's going great.
But he's like looking at the Warhammer. Have not noticed no one approached. He's just kind of looking at it. Oh, look at this! So nice and precious. Oh.
It's such an opportunity.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
But I don't know what it is. I just see the opportunity.
To mess with Valar.
Okay. I see this from afar. Do I see Applestock? Is Applestock with me?
I think you've probably reconvened, yeah.
Applestock appears right next to you.
After I freak out, I'm gonna point at Valor and I'm gonna nudge Applestock. And then I'm going to look at Valor and stare very intensely. I haven't used this ability yet, but I have the ability to speak telepathically now.
Oh no.
I'm going to say, if I can distort my telepathic voice, I'm going to say, "Hello, Valor."
Valor the eyes will widen. He's like,
"Yes, it is me. The spirit that resides within your hammer."
He dropped the hammer on the ground. He's like,
"Don't drop! Ow, that hurt! Don't drop me, Valor."
Oh, sorry.
I would also like to help out with this by causing a little bit of smoke using minor illusion to emanate from the hammer.
To go along with that, I would like to use prestidigitation to make the hammer glow slightly.
Oh my god.
"You have been chosen, Valor. Take me up and fulfill your destiny."
Like an intelligence performance check to maintain the voice in your telepathic thought, and Valor, you could contest this with a wisdom insight.
Oh God!
I would like to, if I can keep on helping, I would like to change the smoke, and then because I can also make whispers and sounds, just do echoing little whispers as well.
I buy it. Make that check an advantage, Kurt.
And because of my neighborly stuff, what is it? It takes a village. I'm gonna give you an expertise die on that as well, because I can do that once per day when I help somebody.
You just absolutely commit psychological warfare against your crewmate.
So
it's so much fun.
So I'm never using this die again. I got a 3 -2.
I got a 23.
So I have not a natural 1, but a 1. A dirty one, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Look, we're getting the bad rolls out now, okay?
I don't think that,
No.
Yeah, you are totally convinced that you have a sentient weapon that has chosen you for some great purpose, and that's not going to cause problems at all.
I shall do you honor.
I must go quiet for a while. It takes a lot of energy to speak like this.
But you're a sentient hammer.
Yes, and I will be watching and with you always, Valor.
Oh, I shall name you.
I already have a name.
Oh,
but I will give you the honor of naming me as long as you carry me. I just thought it was important that you know I do have a name.
Oh, okay. I will think about a name and get back to you, I guess.
It better be a good one.
Okay.
I'm getting very sleepy now. Goodbye.
But hammers don't. Okay. All right.
Awful, awful, awful. I
Oh
love
my
this.
God, that is.
Lewin,
That might be
you
one of my
made this day go
ever
from good to great.
I'm glad I could, Applestock. You know, you've taught me a lot on pranking people.
Vala
I
just
am
kinda-
so proud of you.
Vala just looking at the hammer. He's just like, maybe if I. Okay, I don't know. Maybe the cookie? No, cookies. Not getting a hammer cookie.
Honeycomb number 3.
Valor! Oh, over here, Valor. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Valor.
Did he give me like a sheath for the warhammer?
Probably
Please
a
say I can
belt
make them.
that can be like hooked on to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will just kind of hook it on, just kind of look at it repeatedly on my hip. Just
That Valor, if I may say, that is an impressive weapon.
Real snazzy hammer you got there.
I wouldn't doubt it if you told me it was magical and could talk. What?
Oh my
Applestock? What was that?
Oh, I just like, oh my stars,
Such a
it's so
deep cut.
sparkly and wonderful, but like also there's a hint of mysticism to it.
they're acting very suspicious. He just kind of look at them, so he's like,
Sick Monty Python.
right. Well,
Okay.
other news. He like looks at the hammer again. We made a deal. I made a deal with Pete. He said that he will give us half off of everything, and we could pay him the other half when we get more money. But we need to see how much stuff we can get, like cannonballs and other. And then Val just like very distracted, just looking at the hammer.
Valor,
Yeah.
correct me if I do say so, but you said half up front and then half when we get more money, so they don't. We're not receiving any discount necessarily.
We are getting an advancement.
Yeah, not the same thing as a discount.
Also, he said that he is down to be our armorer for the rest of our incursions, meaning he will probably give us discounts and things for free. Like I got this hammer for free, which I'm kind of.
I'm sorry. The captain's not here. The captain normally does this. Applestock.
Oh, all right, thank you, Lewin. Wow, the captain ain't here for us.
Oh, I'm sorry, Valor. That might have been your. It's.
I don't know. Does it go to the next
territory.
person? You know what? I personally see us all as equals here, so I'm gonna speak, and it's not gonna be out of turn. What if we just got everything for free?
Yeah, but how? Without. He's like, but I just made it. Well, we didn't sign a contract, and we didn't sign a contract.
It's a verbal agreement.
And
was a
you did
verbal
get an
agreement.
excellent look of the inside of this building, Valor.
I did get a very good look.
Want to give me a little bit of a layout?
Look,
Give her a little bit of a layout.
DM, what are you trying to say?
You did give him your word. That's all.
I did give him my word. I didn't give him my heraldic word, though, did I?
Also, I didn't give him my
Anything.
word.
I gave him my word specifically because I knew she'd be stealing.
Look,
So-
look. Here's the thing. You could
so-
also just go back in there and negotiate. And
Okay.
I just might stand outside.
You know,
Well,
Valor, I do hate to nitpick here, but you did make this decision without the official quartermaster's approval. I know you technically outranked me, but we're just saying for the sake of you know what's going on.
Well, no, I specifically, just in case my idea didn't work out properly, I was going to make sure that, hey, the quartermaster wanted to have a conversation with you and maybe negotiate a little bit differently than I. That's the route that I was going for. But and then Valor just kind of look at Lewin. Is it the first time I feel like this is the first time he feels a little intimidated.
Ooh.
Elizabeth is somewhere regretting not going along with them.
Yep. And I'm also a pirate, so that's the
We're
thing.
all pirates.
The word of I love how it sounds, I read that. Thank you, Kurt. But he looks at Kurt, not Kurt. Jesus. He looks at Lewin. I don't really need permission to do anything.
No, I'm not saying
Except
you
from the
did
captain.
need permission to do anything. I'm saying for the sake of the charade, if
Yes.
you were to go in there and acted like you were, well, like I was your superior instead of, the situation as it actually is. Although I do agree with you, Applestock. It feels more like we're all equals in this whole big friendly family here. But if you acted like you were inferior to me just for a few minutes, it would help Applestock steal these cannonballs.
What? Who
Is that a lie?
said? Who?
Is that
who
bull?
dare say that I am stealing these cannonballs?
I'm sorry. Well, Applestock stood here nicely and waited patiently for us.
Is that bull? What he just said? No.
So I think at this moment Elizabeth comes out of the shop. And she's like talking to Pete about something else and sees you all standing there.
Yeah, she's not supposed to be here. What? Why is the captain here?
Are you all not done yet?
It's only been like an hour.
Maybe 2 at this point.
2? Okay.
What are you doing?
Yes.
That is an excellent question. You see, there was just this feeling that somehow I should probably be here for this.
Right.
I left Millie in charge. Everyone has very clear and direct orders.
You left Millie in charge.
I don't know who I would have left in charge. I think everyone's probably like what we needed to do on the ship work-wise was probably good for the day before Elizabeth left, so there wouldn't be anything piratey that needed to be done. Just
doing all the
like
pranks.
birthday-y stuff.
Uh,
So like when I say I left Millie in charge, it's like, oh yeah, Millie's making sure that Cled's not messing up dinner tonight. And everyone else is out drinking now. And I needed to come and get my axe worked on.
Insight check.
You didn't trust us. That's what.
Vibe check. What's going on?
I'm gonna make a. I'm not technically lying.
but you are deceiving.
That's fair. I'll roll a deception check.
I'm extra suspicious too because it's my birthday and I'm looking for every single little thing.
I'm gonna use my intrepid and get an expertise die on this.
Intrepid to lie about not trusting your crew. God dang it.
Where did my
So-
character sheet go? Where does
so-
it keep going?
I got a total of 19 on my deception check.
Okay, Captain can lie.
Okay. My character sheet keeps disappearing. Okay. Insight.
Insight.
Okay.
Wisdom-based insight?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it okay? I feel like I have something for this now. I have something for this.
vibe checks?
I think it only. Yeah, I only applies for other people. Um,
Can help other people do bad checks.
yeah. Well, I was thinking of using my inspiration. I shouldn't do that, but it was just a 15.
You don't know.
Something's off.
I'm
Something?
telling the truth.
That was weird, but yeah, she doesn't seem to be lying.
Anyway,
You've now been standing in front of this.
Valar, did you negotiate a deal to make Pete the official armorer of the Pirate King? And then it was not a good deal?
Yeah, well, if that was part of the plan to essentially have the quartermaster come in and negotiate a better one so that we could distract and get more things. Why are you here?
Pete, my friend, I need to stock my ship with cannonballs, and I am doing that so that I can collect 14,000 gold pieces. I will give you 1,000 gold pieces upon our return if you'll give me those cannonballs now.
Well, with a deposit, it's a business.
I have 70 gold pieces as a
How many
deposit.
cannonballs do you want?
I need enough to take down a fiduciary order ship.
Ooh,
I need like 10 cannonballs. I just need 10 cannonballs.
For 70 gold, I'll do you 4.
Make it 5.
We both raised it our hand. Applestock, if you want to go first, go for it.
Well, this is Gabby. During this, while everybody's distracted, can I sneak in and grab some stuff?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Okie doke.
Yes, Lewin.
I am going to pull out my coin purse and hand it to Pete. And I'm going to say, I know that it is not 50-50. However, given the situation that we find ourselves in, and quite frankly, your opportunity to procure the Pirate King's business for quite some time, would you consider a 25% deposit with the rest of your money coming when we get the gold?
Make a persuasion check. And Gabby,
I
20
have-
for the stealth.
dirty 20 for the stealth. Yeah, you're sneaking back, and you can still hear the conversation. But yeah, you're sneaking back.
I have a skill specialty in negotiation. Could I get an
Yeah,
expertise die?
absolutely. This is the perfect opportunity for that.
Incredible.
Yes, that makes my expertise die a D6.
Ha ha ha.
And
Also-
none of you will know what I was really doing here.
Learning from my mistake, can I check for traps around the shop? Because I do have an expertise in trap checking.
You absolutely can.
Pete's
Great.
definitely got some traps, for sure.
Oh, that is so good already. Oh,
I
that's
got a
great.
30.
Was that a crit?
No, I rolled an 18. I got 5 on my expertise die. I have +4 charisma and 3 proficiency.
I got
Goodness
22
gracious.
for checking for traps.
We're thriving.
Totally down. How many cannon? He will give you a 25% down on the cannonballs. So that one I'm gonna have to.
I want us to be fully stocked on cannonballs.
He will give you cannonballs and appropriate black powder at a ridiculously low price of 30 gold for 4.
So for each 4, it would only be 30 gold?
Yes, they're sold in four
Packs of 4.
trays of 4. Yeah, packed with
Right.
which
How many can our ship hold?
Well, your ship could hold a lot, but
What would be like a reasonable amount?
um, I mean, I don't think at any point you're going to have a combat where you fire more than 30 cannonballs.
Great.
But ships would carry up to 100 or more. That's not unreasonable.
So like 16, 20 would be fine. That's what, 5, 30 times 5.
It's 150. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Lewin gives him 150 gold.
No, I was gonna say Lewin will put his hand on the captain's coin purse and look at the captain and say, "Allow me," and I will pay 150 gold.
I keep my 70 something gold, and we get 20 cannonballs.
Yeah. And not to mention that apple stock in the back shop, all you see, it looks like there is a very floppy-eared dog asleep by the cannonballs.
I'm taking you too.
No.
As you approach, you see its lip do the like thing that dogs do.
I'm gonna take an apple out and slice it up. Make sure there are no seeds in there, because seeds from apples are not good for dogs. But apple slices are okay. And just leave a couple apple slices there.
Make an animal handling check, wisdom.
Okay. This
I love
is
when
a
you-
check I
you
haven't
did the-
done before.
Ooh,
Huh?
You did the lip thing. This is what dogs do.
Really fun when dogs like dreaming and they like have like a single lip just going. Brrr.
Oh.
13?
And dog goes back to sleep with like apple like tucked up in.
So sweet. I'm just imagining my dog.
Yeah. I was
And,
telling before, my upstairs neighbor has a dog who's a pit bull mix and absolutely does the like lip thing. But that is basically really cute.
Fluffy.
Yeah, really cute. Yes, you can. As long as you are quick and quiet, you don't think the dog's going to wake up. There's a variety of things back here. There's several crates of cannonballs. There's what looks to be a set of there's like some grappling hooks hung on the wall. There's what looks to be the size of cannonballs, but they're canisters. They literally look like they could be loaded into a cannonball. Then the usual things you'd expect, crowbars, hammers, some manacles. Basically, it can be made of cast iron. It's likely to be here. There's a big old frying pan.
Nice. I think I'm gonna go ahead and snag those canisters.
Make a sleight of hand check for these specifically.
Ooh, okay. Okay, start. Character sheet. Sleight of hand gets. Alrighty. Plus my proficiency. That's 16 plus dexterity. Dirty 20.
Oh yeah, you pick them up and they rattle a little.
Ooh.
Like they've got some kind of loose something inside. Not a chain shot. You think more like a shrapnel.
Ooh, okay.
And I reckon that you can carry like a cannonball crate 4 of those before it's considered a bulky item.
So 4 equals a bulky item. Could I carry like 8 of them then, hypothetically?
Yes.
8
Yeah.
cannonball?
8 of the canisters.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I should have gone for the cannonballs, but the shrapnel sounds really cool, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
yeah,
with
yeah.
that.
Absolutely. We just got 20 cannonballs. I think we're okay.
Great.
may or may not have been on the internet reading about different types of cannonballs.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
First-
Oh, that's messed up. I'm excited. I just realized what those are. Gonna put that in my pirate game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Might as well have fun, different types of cannonballs. But yes, you're able to make your way out with only an apple as casualty.
nice.
And as you make your way back to the ship, I think this is about as good of a time as we're going to get for a break. You're well supplied. Your allies have also been supplying, and I think when we come back, you'll be ready to set sail. But we'll take a 5-minute snacks and tea and bathroom and etc. And we're back in 5. chewing on my snack.
And we're all here.
We're all here. That usually doesn't happen.
I made it for once.
Congrats.
Plain tortilla because that was what I could quickly acquire in 5 minutes.
I'm sorry. Did you just eat a whole, just a tortilla? I'm so proud of you. Yeah, me too.
I'm not gonna lie, I did that too, but I hope you heated it up first, at least.
Oh!
No, you ate it cold.
In 5 minutes, no.
Yeah.
I've just been sitting here eating the biggest tub of cheese balls you've ever seen.
Yeah, I saw that's what made me freaking hungry, Robin.
It's
I
so
grabbed a
big.
roll of cookies.
It's
Every
so big.
time I go to
I had
the store,
cookies too, Tuck.
Hey,
I went to those like
no.
bulk buying stores. And
I
had the
just
cheese
played with
balls.
my dog for 5 minutes.
No.
Snack time. It's 5 minutes snack time.
I didn't think about eating food.
I scrolled through Twitter.
But we return the ship well supplied. That probably takes a couple of days to get everything properly sorted, ropes spliced, sails patched, hull refinished and debarnacled, But by the end, you and your compatriots' ships are in good condition. And have you decided if you're going to pursue the money first or the man? It seemed like you were leaning money.
So I imagine our actual full-on attack of the fiduciary order is still a little bit ways off, and still has some planning left to do between me and the other captains. And I think for Elizabeth, I think sitting down with the captains before everyone's set to sort of set sail and start to prepare for this. I think Elizabeth is okay, so I'm going, me and my crew are going to go after this ship, the one with the money. Without specifying that it's the one with the money, I know that this ship is coming and it's important and it's carrying something really important to the fiduciary order. And it'll be a huge blow to them. They've got a ton of their wealth aboard. And then I think to Sophia and the other captains, I think Elizabeth, trusting Sophia the most, sort of looks to Butcher Ramsey, who Elizabeth has sort of identified as what Renegade Thorn thought he was.
Yes, exactly
as a pirate.
that.
Butcher Ramsey's an actual incredible pirate. Kind of turns to Sophia and Butcher and is hey, there's this ship in the north with the dude who's kind of in charge of this area for the fiduciary order. I want him.
Oh, so you send
The better pirate, the more effective at sea pirate ships. Yes. And also someone I trust with my life. Yes.
They do insist on some kind of crew swap. Basically to make sure that you don't go and capture a ship carrying 14,000 gold and say, oh yeah, it was carrying 8,000, so we'll share it out evenly.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So yes, you're getting some new crew.
Whoever we swap with, we give them Cled.
Yeah.
I'll give them Cled and Malvar.
Who do you put on which ship?
I put Cled on Sophia's ship and Malvar on Butcher Ramsey's ship.
Sophia punches you in the arm when you say this.
Because we always send Cled.
You always send Cled.
Cled's getting a lot of at sea real life experience. So this is
honestly,
great
it's probably good for Cled. Cled is probably learning some things.
And Malvar I trust to be ruthless enough to sort of be able to handle whatever could happen on Butcher Ramsey's ship, but also I think at this point Malvar is kind of one of our main fighters.
Yes.
And I trust that Malvar can at the very least, to bring me this incredibly wounded Victor Umber.
Got it. So Malvar and Cled are on Butcher. I'm making notes of this because this is going to come back.
I can't believe you sent Millie's only 2 friends besides Applestock.
Well, we're Millie's
that reminds me.
friends.
We didn't do what happened when you came back to the ship.
Birthday party!
Which is so crucial because, as you said, Applestock's room is in the crow's nest. And you said hang a banner in Applestock's quarters. So when you come back, run up the flagpole is a massive, clearly hand-painted banner that says Happy Birthday Trilly.
And then it's crossed out and it says Applestock and then crossed out again and say Applestock or Trilly.
There's an apple. It's a little line, parentheses, painting of an apple, and then painting of what you think is supposed to be a blade, some blades of grass.
Oh my goodness, y'all remembered.
Yep, we absolutely did. We all remembered.
Yes, I did. Hold on. I'll go to his cabin and search for something. Search for something. And he'll get the gift he was making, but wasn't for a birthday. And it's halfway done. It's just a pair of soft pallet shoes.
Oh.
Because he knows that she likes to sneak, but they're not done. They're not laced or anything. He didn't get a chance to lace them yet, so he just goes, "Ta-da!"
Oh my goodness, I love them in the fact that they represent that us as individual characters are never finished and completed. When it comes to our growth and stuff, that's so amazing.
Exactly.
Wow, what a segue.
So obviously, I was at the shop, to make sure that you didn't get back here before they were done setting up. Trilly.
Oh, shucks. Well, I got these from the shop.
This was my idea.
Well, let me go ahead and mark off that idea that I had to pull out my butt.
By the way, Applestock, I'd like to make you an official officer on the ship alongside both Valar and Lewin. And I think Elizabeth just kind of pans to the entire crew for a minute, thinking about how they invite the non-officers to parties, and now Elizabeth is like, I know what you do. If you want to invite Applestock, you're going to be our official spy master.
Ooh.
I like that a lot. Oh, thank you so much.
And happy birthday.
Permission to give a hug?
No, permission denied. You can hug Lewin and or Valar.
Permission to give hugs, Lewin and Valar?
Yes.
Come here.
It's very, very cute and wholesome.
I think
Well,
Elizabeth
in the three-way hug,
Sorting
Lewin-
minor injuries.
I think Elizabeth just pats Applestock on the head while the three of them are hugging, and it's like, this is what you get. This is the best I'm gonna give. Pat.
It's just a lovely party. The coconut cake is very good. You know that. Quite not make this. It's got fresh coconut shavings on top.
Elizabeth hates coconut, so she doesn't have a single bite.
You're on an island.
Hates coconut. I hate coconut. Coconut is so gross. It's awful.
No.
Slander.
It's
Shameful
so
slander.
good.
Well, mine is a texture thing for me. I can't stand it, bro. I'm sorry.
Coconut pound
All
cake,
right.
amazing.
Ew.
All right, Kurt, break the tie. Coconut, yay or nay?
I like coconut.
Yay!
Oh.
As the captain overruled. I hate coconut. Can't stand it. Texture's awful. I'm with Took on this one.
I love the texture.
High five.
I think Applestock is gonna lean over to Lewin and just be like, "By the way, that little prank that you did with Valar, that was probably one of my favorite things today, and I do appreciate it."
Oh, well, you're very welcome. I'm glad it made your day better. I have no idea what a birthday is, but I'm glad yours was good.
Lewin,
Dude.
no! Applestock's gonna run up and write "Happy Birthday, Lewin" on there. All right,
So
so
as
birthday.
you run up,
Oh
Yes.
several things happen all at once.
I'm so excited about it.
It's a good news that we're spending the next few days after this getting it repaired.
Could you make an acrobatics check? And then, actually, I think just 3 acrobatics checks, please.
Well, good thing I actually have expertise in acrobatics. No,
Is there-
proficiency in acrobatics.
I wish I could somehow impose disadvantage on this so
Oh.
bad.
Oh, that's so good.
Hate hearing that.
Okay. So the first one is, after some math, going to be 10 plus 3 plus 4. That's a 17.
Okay, 17.
And then the other one was a 16 plus 3, 19 plus 4. That's going to be a 23.
Okay, 17, 23.
And then the other one is a 12 plus 3. That's 15 plus 4. That's math?
19.
19.
So it's 17, 23, 19.
Yes.
Okay, so as
These
we're
were
going,
like checks, right? Not saving throws? Because
These are
saving
checks.
throws would be like, okay, great.
yeah. As you head up to the crow's nest, you feel just a brush of wind, and then something drops brightly colored paint onto you. But you manage to well, someone's put like a really like spooky looking doll on your bed. Someone else has like moved all your furniture just like a little bit to the left. You managed to navigate through all those things, but the paint got you. You are colorful. It
That's
seems to be
fair.
teal, and it's got a little like sparkle to it. Like someone ground up some mica dust and put it in the paint. It's glittery.
That's perfect.
There's a note up there, like a small letter from the captain to Applestock.
Aww.
I don't want to get paint on it, but I'll read it later. For now, Applestock's gonna like wipe the paint off and also write Lewin's name up there. And then just completely unfazed by the paint, just like, all right, so basically a birthday is a day that lots of friends and families celebrate like the day you were born. So like you get to go and you party and people usually give you gifts and cake and stuff. And yeah, they just celebrate you existing. And I'm here to celebrate your existence because you're great to our team. And honestly, everyone here, like, we can celebrate everyone's birthday because I appreciate everyone's existence here.
That's not how birthdays work.
Hush up. Lewin didn't even know what a birthday is, so at least he
Lewin-
gets to catch up on
It
that.
can be Lewin's birthday. That's okay.
All right.
Lewin gets
Sigurd
really,
is
really
like
into
grinning,
it.
but she's got like a black eye from like trying to set up a prank that backfired.
Also,
Like half the crew's got like a manual injury of some kind.
and then before Applestock climbs down, covered and dripping in paint, I assume,
Oh yeah, it's getting on the deck on the sails.
it's going to
and-
activate the wings and just shake and fly over everybody with the paint.
You know,
The sea lettuce is teal now.
Hey, Valar, good luck.
that is. I have to get paint.
And for once, this wasn't even my prank.
Oh, when do we even get paint? He's having a existential
Happy
crisis.
birthday to me and Lewin.
There was a shop, Namdi says with a grin.
He'll just look over at Numdi and just kind of grab Numdi's like chest. He's like, "Why would you do this to me? Why would you do?"
He's kind of laughing, and you do notice in the paint as you go to wipe it off the next day that someone's drawn a heart and written S+N in it.
Aww.
So cute.
So disgusting. I love it so much.
Says the person that proposed to their friend's enemy to lover.
The loving me.
You said gross, says the person that had a slow burn all season 1 that's now ending in proposal.
And I said I loved it. Okay. It doesn't make it not disgusting. It's incredibly just, vomit-inducingly cute. You ever just see something, it's so cute, and you're like, oh my god, I want to throw up? That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
Constantly. But I think when Applestock eventually is not covered in paint and reads the letter from Elizabeth, it's kind of short and sweet, I guess. It goes Applestock in parentheses Trilly, comma. I want you to know that I'm very glad you're part of the crew. I had everyone come up with their best prank and set it up here for you because that was the best way I could think of to embody what you bring to the table. You keep everyone's spirits up, even in difficult times when they maybe aren't so happy. I'm proud to have you in the Flying Flynn Pirates. And then in really nice calligraphy, because Captain Flynn has incredible handwriting, by the way. It's just signed Captain Elizabeth Flynn of the Flying Flynn Pirates, your friend. Smiley face. P.S. If you tell anyone about this, I will throw you overboard.
Aww.
P.S.S. Just kidding. P.S.S.S.S. But maybe not.
Applestock cherishes that letter. And then on the other side of the banner spends all night taking the paint and saying, Applestock and Captain Flynn, BFFs forever. And then hang that up the next day.
So that's why it takes you several days to leave port, I think.
Elizabeth definitely just groans.
Well, the cleaning out of the paint, the patching of the sails, the de-tealifying of everything.
Valar's crying.
I like to think that Lewin is just walking around the deck, and it's right as Valor finishes the last spot of paint, Lewin's gonna walk up behind him and see one little extra spot and be like, "Oh, Valor, you missed a spot," and use prestidigitation to get rid of it and be like, "Took care of it for you," and just keep walking.
And Valar just turns. He's like, and he raises the warhammer. No.
And then Applestock's gonna come up behind Lewin and minor illusion another paint spot, be like, "Oh wait, there's another one over there."
Ah!
But then as soon as Valar gets close enough to clean it up, just dismiss the minor illusion. Just keep doing that until he figures it out.
Once he figures it out, he just stops and turns and look at Applestock. You know warhammers can fly, right?
You know I can too.
You can slide.
We have work to do. Come on.
He's chasing Applestalk again. I feel like this is a weekly activity.
Oh yeah. Yes, after a few days, crews are ready. Or really, if they aren't dealt with, there's going to be problems. And you say goodbye to Sophia and Butcher as they head northwards to capture Victor Humbert. And you are headed vaguely, wait, pull up the math so I don't, pull up the map so I don't say that east is west again. You are headed south, slightly west, vaguely southwest. I'm just going to actually quickly just.
Speaking of sailing our ship, I have a new lesson of war. And it's called exacting. You've won more battles armed with a sextant and your keen intellect than you have any blade. You gain proficiency with navigator's tools, or if you are already proficient in expertise die on checks made using them. When determining the distance you travel while journeying, you can make a DC 10 navigator's tools check to travel an additional number of miles equal to your proficiency bonus.
Ooh.
My proficiency bonus is only 3, but it basically just means we've got a faster ship.
You've got a faster ship. I love that. So you are traveling.
And it would be around this time that I used my inspiration feature to determine the course of action of our plan with the Kraken's Revenge. Once we were to get close to that, like our battle plan. I don't know if we're the only ship going after it, but I think our plan would be to, with Elizabeth at the very least on her ship, get Applestock and I think it was Applestock, Lewin, and Valar on the other ship so that they could steal the money, or were we going to just steal the whole ship? I think we were just going to take the whole ship. I think that's what we
was to,
Yeah, we're going to take the whole ship.
Yeah, we determined that 14,000 gold probably weighed too much for you to just.
Right.
We could cause a mutiny on the ship. Sorry.
So our best plan to do that, to take over their ship, essentially. To get them on, and I guess to have them attack from the inside out while we essentially were the diversion.
Gotcha. And I'm guessing you are not taking the Dirty Dolphin or Salil's ship, who was kind of flaky, and I'm guessing you are not taking the Vile Hind, Renegade's Thorn's ship. Are you taking the Deceit Viva's?
I mean, Renegade Thorn has to be on our side at this point.
Oh yeah, he is.
I don't know if I trust him around the money. I probably would have had like Salil and Renegade maybe start preparing like a port attack.
Renegade's big into that, actually.
Yeah.
It suits his self-image really well.
Yeah. And I just kind of, while I'm like, you don't have a self-image anymore after, I keep that to myself. And I'm like, this is great. You're super jazzed about this. You're finally on board because, I won the duel. And great, cool. So like Renegade and Salil, I feel like Renegade can keep Salil wrangled, I guess. Or like keep Salil motivated enough.
Yeah.
Flake. And then I guess Viva. Yeah, I guess we would take Viva and do like a pincer movement.
Yeah. Viva sails a sloop, so she's super maneuverable in a way that your ship isn't.
Great, but I'm also fast.
Yeah.
Now
you're equally speedy, but she's very
and I think that's kind of how we prepare ourselves for this. So we definitely aren't here alone.
Got it. Could I have a navigator's tools check to try and determine where along the route you think they are?
I was already proficient in this, so I think I get the one expertise die. I don't think I had another expertise die on this, but let me check.
Took's raising his hand.
The sailor.
Oh, and so is
Kurt.
And Kurt.
But I want to leave a letter to my wife. Crash. Vala want to leave a letter to his wife. Would you just letting her know that he's going to be gone for a little bit? He will be back. And that, there's something very embarrassing that I'm not saying out loud.
Some
yes.
Grossly cute stuff.
Yep.
Is that DC 10 Navigator's tools check that I mentioned? Or is this a different one? Because my feat has like the DC 10 to travel extra miles or whatever.
Oh no, this is a different one.
Okay. What stat am I using?
I'm gonna say intelligence.
Not wisdom.
Not
wisdom. That's not great.
And Kurt, what are your
I just wanted to recharge my ring of spell storing. And since it can hold 5 levels, I would like to, over the course of the day or two, charge it with a Misty Step level 2, a Lemur Transformation level 2, and a Command level 1.
Cool.
Could I, since I did that thing like my inspiration feature, get advantage on this Navigator's tools check?
I don't think so.
Already have an expertise die on it?
No.
Then that is only a 12.
Okay, so you work with Elodie to narrow it down to, you're fairly confident that the ship would be somewhere in the, let's see. Would be somewhere, you'd expect it to find, that's the wrong tool, somewhere along, somewhere in these 4 hexes.
Which 4? These 4.
Yeah.
Okay. I think then
color this map. It's not as visible as I wanted it, but it's okay.
I think then I'm gonna draw a line then here on this beautiful little map. I think then we, coming from here, would probably travel down this way. And like if I can kind of on my map say, okay, it's probably in this area, then we would probably try and cut it off coming down this way. Somewhere along that path. If you can see my line. Can you see my line?
I cannot see your line enough. Oh, there it is. I can officially now see your line.
Yeah. So I would say we'd probably go down that route.
Okay.
And at the very least, try and cut off their obvious path. Because I assume they're going to this is Panatoa over here, right?
Yeah, you're assuming that they're ending at Panatoa, which has been your kind of guiding assumption.
Yeah, so we take our best path to kind of cut off the obvious route there. And I think so. So we only have, what is it? Viva, Butcher, Sophia, us,
Renegade, and Salil.
And Salil.
There's some other pirate captains who might make an appearance at some point, but they didn't show for the meeting, so they're wild cards at the moment.
Okay. I think maybe if you'll allow it, Great Benevolent DM, I would send a letter once we sort of figure out the direction that they're going. Probably when we're about here, send letters out to the other pirate captains as much as possible.
Okay.
And say, hey.
It's this up here.
Fiduciary order trips are taking the sea route to Panatoa. Just in case you're interested. Just in case, we don't manage to cut them off and this goes horribly wrong, have like a backup plan so that this ship never makes it to Panatoa one way or another. I think Elizabeth would send those letters out on some seagulls. Say, hey, try and find them. Figure it out if you can.
I would take perception checks from whoever would like to as you sail along.
I'll do one.
You about there.
Yeah.
God, I'm rolling so average.
What are we doing? What are we using for that? Wisdom or?
Wisdom, yeah.
Dang
I
it!
would also take a nature check if anyone's feeling so motivated.
Nature is also wisdom.
Nature weather.
Nature weather, yes.
I'm gonna add my D4 because I have a specialty.
I got a 12 for perception. I need to up my wisdom, dude. Like, it's so
I just
bad.
rolled one on my last 2 expertise dice. That's a 14.
Okay.
Nature.
Okay, would you have a hand up or?
You're muted.
You did.
23 for Apple stock for perception.
With that 23, you can confidently say when you get down to here that the ship is nowhere in sight.
I don't think it's over there.
Well, the good news is we're narrowing down their location. I think we probably would have sent Viva the other way around.
Okay.
So that we can kind of meet in the middle. Yeah. And then I guess we would just follow this path back that way, like kind of just into this hex here until we come across the Kraken's Revenge. And if we get through the area that we thought they would be in, I'd probably send a letter to Viva.
You do kind of get through. In fact, you see Viva's ship in the distance, and you raise some flags to communicate. And that's when it clicks for you. The night that you convened the pirates, there was a storm, an unseasonably heavy storm.
So they probably wrecked already.
They may have wrecked, and the only thing they could have wrecked on,
Alden's Refuge.
Alden's Refuge, known for not being hospitable.
Hey, Lewin,
Yes, Captain.
I think we're gonna meet your dad's friends.
Oh. Well, let's certainly hope that they
They're-
still haven't heard from him.
Yeah. You should probably. This is bad. This isn't gonna go well. I think we signaled to Viva that we're going to Alden's Refuge. Because we need this money. Elizabeth is super not jazzed about it. I think while we're still near Viva, and like our ships are still within like flag range, I sent a bird over there with just like a note.
Yeah.
It says shipwrecked on Alden's Refuge. You can come with or go join the port attack. Up to you.
You get a message back, written on the back of the same piece of paper, coming with
Great. And I guess we both ships sail towards Alden's refuge. Probably in the most likely, if it was blown off course, looking at the map, I assume it would be like this sort of corner here, this little dip,
wrong
this
layout.
little
There we go.
cove
Sorry.
right here. I think
I think with your
going there.
seafaring knowledge, you know that like that point on the western side of the cove is particularly rocky. If they had the misfortune to be blown off course there, that would be rough.
But that means salvage,
It would mean salvage.
which would make this even easier. We maybe wouldn't even have to step foot on Alden's refuge. I think we sail in, but I think Elizabeth would try and hang. Like, I think she would also let Viva know, hey, hang them. Like, get a spare flag or something and hang the mark of Baphomet on it. Hey, Lewin, what would be the best signal to the cultists to make them not attack us as we sail closer to the shore?
Oh, one moment. And I'm going to put my hands to my head and I'm going to cast Sending to the head of the goat.
To the goat.
The goat's head?
Goat's head.
Yeah, the goat's head.
To the goat
Who is
cheese.
also the goat.
And I'm going to tell the goat's head, my arrival is incoming. I am accompanied by another ship. Look for, and I'll describe like the flags and the colors that we'll be waving, and say that we are looking for something of great importance.
You get your message back very good, my lord.
God, it sounds like Harold. Oh my God, is it full of Harolds?
just Harold.
That'll
It's
be
just
the
Harold.
worst. Yeah.
It is now. That's hilarious.
It's a cult of closets.
No, that would be conceptually.
Yeah. And then I guess we hang the mark of Baphomet or whatever as like the arrival of Baphomet's son.
Yep.
And Lewin, I want to be perfectly clear. I will not pretend to be your underling in any way. I will kill this entire cult to avoid such a thing. But
maybe let's maybe let's just not bring up hierarchy as far as they're concerned.
That's a good point.
If this goes over well, I should be well received. I hope.
And you're sure they're not going to kill us for you choosing a different deity over your father?
Well, I'm really hoping that they don't know I did that yet.
Would your father know?
I would assume so.
So would he tell all of his followers to kill his own son?
Well,
or would that be a great shame on Baphomet? I mean, sure, what you did probably already a great and terrible shame on Baphomet. You've probably really disappointed your biological parents, but you know, that's okay. You've made good choices, and I'm proud of you. However, are those good choices potentially going to lead to greater shame to your family by having the cultists kill you? Or perhaps is this a sweep it under the rug kind of situation? Like, is this a shame that Baphomet wouldn't want the other lords of the hells to know about?
You know, Captain, I think we will probably find out for certain when we get there.
You're Uncertainty is simultaneously baffling and unsurprising. And don't worry, Lewin. I will not give you up to these cultists in exchange for everyone else's safety. That's not even a thought on my mind. I want you to know that. And also, we're your family now. So if they have a problem with that, I will, as I've said many times, just kill them, as I've done many times.
Thank you, Captain. Also, when you say that, it makes me think that you have been thinking of that.
Lewin, you're one of my 3 best friends in the entire world. I would never sacrifice you to cultists of your father. I'm not afraid of Baphomet. I kidnapped his son.
Remembering
You did do that.
remembering the conversation before we became friends.
And I'm gonna just touch Elizabeth lightly on the shoulder, and then just smile a little bit, and then Lewin will begin screaming in horrifying tones. And he grabs his head, specifically his horns, and you watch him pull off one of the horns from his head, and underneath is just the antler of a deer.
Hey, Lewin.
I don't think I can fix that.
Can I keep your horn?
Just still kind of dripping. I'll hand it to Applestop.
Lewin, what just happened?
I don't quite know, but I'm gonna roll up an arm, one of the sleeves, and you can see under the patches of like brownish hair that are on like Lewin's arms, there is what appears like a red chitinous shell that is in like patches on his arm and his back.
Lewin, I swear to God, if you're starting to turn into a crab, I will kill you myself.
Well, this doesn't feel quite like a crab, and I have all of my fingers still, but I'm not going to lie. My head feels so much better after that. Like it feels.
Okay, so we need to unpack this. We don't have the time to do it now.
One important question is the antler fuzzy. Like, you know how like baby deer have fuzzy antlers?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, please.
I will say sure.
Yeah!
It's so cute.
There's an upside to this.
So we can just pretend that you've got some great sickness or disease brought on by an enemy.
Pretending.
You're right. This is bad, actually. And we really should probably find a doctor for the ship, like a dedicated doctor. And probably one practiced in occult matters.
I mean, we can ask around on Alden's Refuge.
No.
No.
I don't think that's a good place to find a
Occult
doctor.
Oh, a cult doctor. Sorry.
Would we have like kidnapped Lewin on Alden's Refuge? Where was Lewin when we kidnapped him originally?
I'm not sure. I don't think it was on Alden's Refuge, but I don't think you'd gone very far off Alden's Refuge. I think it was like maybe you were even like untransferred on a ship from Alden's Refuge to somewhere else.
I'm pretty sure the way that we flavored it in season 1 was Lewin had just stepped off the like transport from Alden's Refuge into the big city and was like, off to start my adventure, and like immediately kidnapped.
Just like bag over Lewin's head, like
yeah,
that dude's got horns. I know him.
Yeah. Horn symbol Baphomet. Wait, do you think that's Baphomet's kid? Let's find out.
That is absolutely how like probably Elizabeth and Valor were like, hey, we got to do something piratey right now. Like we haven't done anything.
And I just had a bag out of nowhere.
And it's like we're just like, okay, so the first person that steps off that ship, we're going to ransom, right? Right? Great. And it was Lewin, and it's like incredible. And then we were like, oh, you're Baphomet's kid? Even better. Hey, Baphomet.
Never paid the
And it's like,
ransom.
hey, kid, Baphomet, your dad doesn't want you, but congrats. You can work for us, I guess.
I don't think I ever knew the full story of how you kidnapped Lewin.
Yeah, in character, we just recap that right now.
Oh yeah.
This
He's
is
like-
just a How I Met Your Mother episode.
This
This is how we met our quartermaster.
I'm not quiet. I'm surprised you didn't hear me, Lewin.
Yeah, we were pretty loud about it, but I think Lewin was just so mesmerized by the mortal plane.
Everything was so not on fire here. It was surprising.
Anyway, Lewin, we're gonna get you checked out soon, but maybe we can explain this to the cultists somehow, and they'll.
It is a large enough isle that it's not guarantee that you dock at a settlement. If you're careful and about it, you could try and pull up near that, like on the outskirts of that bay, and see if you could make your way via little boats at low tide to see if you could find the wreck.
Before we leave, Valar would just, again, he doesn't have none of the bandages on. He goes, well, if you don't mind, I think we might need a little bit of assistance. And I learned a new thing. And then
What's
you hear crazy demonic speech like out of his mouth. And he's like, aid. And when he raises his hand, his palms glow, and all three of you get aid.
Was
Hey!
that primordial? Tell me it was primordial.
It was, I think, if I remember correctly, abyssal.
Dang it. Nothing's ever in primordial.
Can I?
So with that though, you get for 8 hours straight. I imbued you with fortitude until the spell ends. Each target increases its hit point maximum and current hit points by 5.
Hey.
And you get that for 8 hours.
Ooh, incredible.
Can I do something for Lewin real quick?
Oh yeah.
So minor illusion is like a 5-foot cube, and it doesn't say that it like can't like follow an area. So could I just minor illusion his like old horn like over his head?
I'm going to go with no, because at least in original 5th edition, moving an image is specifically something that higher level illusion spells do,
Okay,
Major
which
image.
would imply that it's not supposed to be done with that one.
good that.
Yeah.
If he's completely still, you could do it, but if he like moves his head at all, it'll clip and it'll be weird.
All right, just like stay still. If there's ever a situation where sitting and talking for a while, I'll do it. Just give me like a thumbs up.
Understood.
Well, let's find this salvage, and ideally we won't even have to step foot on the island.
Could I have a wisdom investigation check from whoever would like to make it?
Does anybody
really?
have higher than +0 wisdom?
I have -2.
I'll help. Can I help Applestock? Like
Are
a
you
help
proficient?
action with investigation?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Also,
No, I'm not with investigation. In that case, I have a thing. I have a feat, I think. That one is for just me. Did I take a
Oh,
thing?
I'm also proficient in investigation as well.
So do we have 2 people proficient with investigation, or?
I'm not. No.
Okay, so Lewin could help Applestock, or the other way around.
I'll help. I have a +0 in wisdom. I'm proficient in it,
Okay.
but I have +0, so I'll help Applestock.
Cool. So Applestock roll at advantage.
Great. Oh, that's a lot better. I rolled an 11 originally, and then I rolled a 16.
Hey.
Plus my proficiency, which is a +3 right now.
Yeah, it is.
Plus my wisdom, which is also a +3. So that's going to be 22.
Nice. Yes, you are the first to spot the lacquered purple paint piece of wood floating in the water as you traverse the ship line, the coastline. And as you make your way closer, about as close as you're comfortable bringing the ship, because these are Alden's refuge. As you get closer, is edged in these coppery toned cliffs, and this area in particular is extremely jagged. You can see the telltale lightening of the water to indicate sandbars around. And you know exactly how deep it is. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say also, like, using that, could I in the future, like, if there's a situation that arises of like navigating like treacherous waters and stuff like that, use that if I have my ring?
Yes.
Like
Absolutely.
help with that stuff? Great.
Yeah.
So I feel like as we're going through, I'm also pointing out, like, don't go there. That's pretty shallow. Oh no, but that's
Yeah.
okay over there.
I mark this on my map while Applestock's doing this
Nice.
for future reference.
And yes, you do, in fact. Oh my goodness. You get close enough that you can see light glinting off the sand, like it's sparklier than usual. It's low tide, so there's more. But that's not sparkly sand. That's gold pieces in the sand.
Oh,
yeah.
heck yeah.
I have an idea. I'm gonna summon Honeycomb too. I gotta figure out a different name for him. And just poof, he can help carry the gold.
Okay.
Yes. You know already that it is going to take you some time to get the gold. It appears to be like if you have ever taken like a container of seed beads and you've like dropped it on a rug and it's like, oh boy.
Oh, God. Don't remind me of bad memories.
That's what's happened here with the gold.
Great.
I
Well,
get out my empty can. Time to dig.
you can just use a shovel. We have shovels.
Why did no one tell me? I broke a can.
And this is why we have a quartermaster to take stock of these things for the future.
I think I did well. I supplied us with
You
a
did.
lot of empty cans.
You didn't. Okay, so here's the thing. That's not doing that well. We don't need those. We don't need empty cans.
Okay, well, this is... Never mind. Okay, fine.
Lewin,
Don't need mine.
are all the shovels accounted for?
Yes, although I will say to Valor's credit, he had every single one of those empty cans marked down in an inventory sheet. So he did do well at the job he was doing.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I did hide in an apple stock box for like 3 weeks. And if he was the quartermaster before, I feel like he should have noticed that at least.
Ooh.
So I think it does balance out a little bit. No
Valor-
offense, Valor.
Well, I think Elizabeth just pats Valor on the back. Hey, buddy, it's okay.
I think the cat has gotten into something because it just
Valor, come back. I'm sorry.
That's 100% a cat getting into something and getting extremely reprimanded.
I think we start salvaging whatever we can. And I think I think we remain prepared while salvaging for the cultists to appear at literally any moment. Like, I feel like they can just sense our presence the second we step foot on the sand. So I'm just like, everybody just be ready for some cultists, friends of Lewin's father to appear. Just be prepared. Lewin, be prepared.
Oh, I should probably hide my symbols of my god, yes?
Yep.
Probably for the best. Yes.
Anyone with any religious iconography, please put it away or keep it on the ship in a safe place.
I just realized that my entire body is a symbol, so I will just cover
Okay,
it up.
that's not your... Okay, so I don't think they'll realize that any of your things are for a god. I think we're good. I don't think your god is well known enough for Baphomet's followers to take issue with it. I think we're okay.
Oh, okay. I won't take offense to that at all, I guess. And he'll just wrap up his holy stone that he made in a cloth and just put it in his pocket.
I don't feel like it's
Valor
that.
has not caught a break in like 3 episodes.
No.
Listen, last season it was Lewin. This season
is Valor. But
season
think
3 will be Applestock.
I don't know. I think you're up next.
Nope.
I mean, every time crabs happen, it's the captain who's up.
Yeah, and we'll start next season with crabs.
Captain gets
obviously.
one every season.
But I think that's where we'll end our session tonight, to the camera pulling back from the little rowboats coming off the ship, shovels in hand, towards the shore with the ominous cliffs in the distance and a gray sky overhead. Where can folks find you, gang?
Who wants to go first this time? You know, every time I said no. Aha!
Kurt.
Hi, my name is Kurt Stradinger. You can find me on social medias and stuff at Mr. Kurtwise. You could also check out the 5% Chance Twitch channel where I DM the game Diceberg every other Tuesday night. We are not playing tonight, so you should go check out another game after this if you're looking for stuff.
And we'll segue that to Gabby. Is there another game?
Yes, there is. Hello, my name is Gabby. You can find me on TikTok at Gabby. So, Gabby, I had a Twitter, but I immediately got locked out of it. So,
Oh.
yes, and you can check us out tonight at twitch.tv/queerquesters. We are in space. We are also pirates. And we're doing that. So come check us out, 8:30 EST. It's fun.
Nice. Keep rotating around to Robin.
Oh, hello, that's me. I'm Robin. You can find me on the internet at Call Me Caulfield, CALLMECAULFIELD. Pretty much anywhere you can find people on the internet. Instagram, Twitch, Patreon, Twitter, mainly Twitter, also sometimes Twitch. I design TTRPGs more than anything, but I love to be in shows. So cast me in your shows and stuff and podcasts and stuff. I do those. I had multiple D&D podcasts once upon a time. But I design TTRPGs like my upcoming sports anime TTRPG, Play Ball, coming out later this year, that you may see one wonderful DM's work in at some point. I also wrote an adventure for Queers by Son of Oak, the people who brought you City of Mists, and I saw a sneak peek at some art today, and I can't wait for that to be shared with people because it's amazing. Everything I'd ever hoped it would be. That'll be really cool. I'm also working on other projects, and you can follow those along on Twitter. And I might even have a show following the end of Star-Crossed Seaway featuring 3 of 4 other people on your screen right now.
What?
Oh my goodness, oh my stars.
Who? I
With superheroes. Details to come. TBD. TBD. Same time slot. Same day, same time. That's me. That's it. I'm done.
Me? Oh, hello. I am Took, I Guess. You can find me everywhere, Took, I Guess, but mostly here on the Twitch and the TikToks. I am starting to post a lot more videos on the TikToks, and also, and I'm just going to say it here, Kurt, I'm about to do some cool Bard Wizard stuff. I'm gonna do well all your things. And with that though, today I'm gonna be on a stream. I'm gonna be in a Vampire the Masquerade stream on St. Pete by night. I will be playing a venture by the name of Grandpa Zadarius. I'm an
Another
old man.
grandpa.
I'm an old man with a lot of money from New Orleans, honeybee. Don't worry
Chuck's got a
about
brand.
that. It will be the New Orleans. What's the word I'm looking for? We're going to New Orleans to try and get praxis. So if you guys like Vampire the Masquerade, come by. You'll see me and a few other wonderful creators, and give us a follow. Give them a follow. They're absolutely amazing. And also, I'm going to announce it here. You heard it here first. Took, I guess, will be doing some really, really cool stuff with Tales of Initiative. We are dating. I guess that's the best way we can say. But if you guys like also TTRPGs and other things of that nature, please go over to Tales of Initiative and check them wonderful beings out. I love them like their family. Go show them love.
Excellent. And I have been your narrator. I am Sarah, the DM Sarah on Twitter with underscores, DM_Sarah. And the thing I have mostly going on is Kickstarter, which has a 5 days left, and we are literally like under $100 from our stretch goal to get some really cool custom art commissioned. So I'm really
Spend the money.
It's so close, and you should check it out. But you should also check out, if we want to be official about it, because we should be official about it, the official Kickstarter of Emerald Publishing is the Dungeon Delvers Guide.
Let's go.
That launches the day after mine ends, so you can do both without having to worry about it cutting into your Kickstarter budget. I did that intentionally. You're welcome. But
Super smart.
Honestly, it is amazing. It is so good. I have not gotten into sneak peeks, but other people who have told me that it completely revolutionizes how they're going to run dungeons. A lot of stuff is on the Level Up website, on blogs, all the places that you got information for Level Up 5e. That launches next week. Make sure you're notified to check it out. Get signed up. If you want to throw some money at my Kickstarter too, you should, because it's really cool. It's the longest third-party to date.
After you back Sarah's Kickstarter, you can hit the notification thing on the new Kickstarter.
Exactly. Lots of really exciting stuff coming up down the pipeline. We will see you next week for the episode 5. Thank you.
Halfway.
Excuse me.
Halfway. Of
No.
season 2 of Star-Crossed Seaway.
Wouldn't it be happy?
Season 3.
Season 3.
Season 3. Season 3.
If you want season 3, you gotta let us know. You gotta let Jess know. Jess knows.
Tweet at Ian Publishing.
Tweet
it.
Ian Publishing.
Tweet it.
That'd be great. But we will see you guys next week.
Bye.